What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. So today we have the big one. We're finally gonna take a look at some FIFA 22 career mode gameplay. Let's go for 5,000 likes in this video. The support on the channel recently has been amazing. This person on screen was the one who won the FIFA 22 giveaway I did a couple of videos ago. I'm gonna do one for this one as well because the support, as I said, has been insane. So I'm gonna give away 2 more copies of FIFA 22 on any console. All you gotta do is let me know down below in the comment section your favorite thing from this video, and also let me know your Instagram or Twitter username so I can actually contact you as well if you win, and of course check your DMs as well if you have won one of my giveaways. But let's get right into it now, and at the end of the video, of course, you can post that comment and have the chance to win FIFA 22 yourself. I'm going to start off by showing you some unseen footage from FIFA 22 career mode. This was actually posted on a couple of Spanish websites, which not many people have actually seen. So this screenshot here, you can pretty much see that 4 players standing next to each other with a stadium in the background. This is FIFA 22 gameplay, but of course with FIFA 21 kit, so it might be just like an older screenshot. But this could mean many things. This could be like customizing the page pattern or something. This could also be like how new signings are going to be unveiled. It could also be like a small cutscene before the matches. Not exactly sure what it's going to be, but this is indeed FIFA 22 footage. As you can see here, these 4 players standing next to each other, so I'm looking forward to see what this is more about. But it looks really nice here with the stadium and everything, and you can really see that it's a next-gen gameplay as well, with the, the graphics and how the page as well is looking in the background. This up next as well is also some unseen footage. Pace setter Roberto Firmino, goals 11, competition record 32, projected goals 83 projected goals. So he's got 11 in 5 matches. So we have a couple of new cutscenes here for the new sections as well in FIFA 22, which looks really nice. Those are 2 unseen screenshots right there, which I wanted to share with you guys. But right now, let's get into some proper gameplay. We obviously have all of the kit, the crest, and stadium customization, and it says on EA's website, kits, crest, and also your base stadium can be changed at the beginning of every new season. This is what I talked about in my last video before this news was even out, and it's of course now being confirmed as well. You can actually update it every single season, which obviously makes it so cool for Create the Club. You can start fresh new seasons with brand new kits, badges, if you want to change your badge. But I'm sure that you want to change up the stadium a little bit, maybe upgrade it with a couple of new customization things, or just upgrade your kits as well, make them look even better for the new season. It's gonna be really cool. So there's so much customization, of course, with the stadium as well. What's also pretty cool is that stadium customization is also available for existing clubs that don't have a licensed stadium assigned in the game. So for example, if you're going to be using a club, let's say Barcelona, they do not have their own stadium in the game because of the licenses, so you can actually customize that stadium to make it look like the Camp Nou as well, which is really amazing. So I'm sure that a lot of teams such as Juventus, Barcelona, for example, Bayern München as well, is still going to be really cool to use in career mode this year. Even though they don't have their stadium, you can customize it and make it look like the real stadium in the game, which is a really nice addition. What's also cool is that when you start off the team, you can actually choose like how high rated you actually want the players to be. You can also choose the squad age, transfer budget, and also the board expectations. So if you want in Creative Club, you can actually start off by making a really rich club with some pretty good players. Of course, I'm not going to be doing that. That is not too fun in my opinion, but if you want, you can start off in the Premier League with so much money and really create history with that club. You just put them right into the Premier League and see how it goes with a lot of money, see if you can make any signings or something, or win any trophies. But what's really cool as well is that you can of course start at the bottom of a country's league tier, so starting off in like the English second division with not much money, and creating history that way. I think it's gonna be really cool. But if you want, you can start off as well with a really rich club. Moving over to player career, we have so many new changes. For example, coming on as a sub, it says so much about this on EA's website. It's just amazing to see how many changes we've actually seen to player career mode this year, because obviously this game mode has not been touched for many years, which is the reason I thought that this was not gonna happen anything this year, even with next gen and everything coming. But of course, coming in as a sub is gonna be really cool. We can see some gameplay from that as well. We also have a manager rating. I talked about this before as well in the leaks. In my few videos ago, I said that you need to have a good relationship with your manager, do well in training, or else you're not gonna be on the bench or not even selected for the next games. And of course, if you also show great loyalty to the club, and if you really behave well, you also have the chance of becoming captain as well if you stay at that club for many years. So a good relationship with your manager is really important. We also have some match objectives, and once again I'm coming back to the journey that I've said this so many times before. The journey was ahead of its time with FIFA. What they had to do pretty much for all of these years, just copy a few of the things from the journey, maybe improve on that, and just add it into FIFA 22 or just any new FIFA. And that is what they've done this year. The match objectives really reminds me of the journey. journey, so it's nice to see that as well in the game. We also have a brand new player growth system, which I'm also excited to see more about. Of course, you're gonna be earning XP and, you know, upgrading the player and all things like that. You can see this really nice cutscene as well of in the dressing room, which I just have to talk about as well. Really nice additions here. You can see the detail in the dressing room. I just hope that for different clubs there's gonna be some different colors, for example on the accessories or on the training bags or something, so it's not gonna be looking like all the same for every single club in any single division. That would be a bit weird, but still, I mean, I'm not gonna be complaining about this. This is exactly what we needed to see more about this in player career mode. We also have a couple of amazing dressing room cutscenes in the manager career mode as well. For example, after winning like a Champions League trophy or just like any trophy, maybe after like a big win, there's a really nice career mode amazing cutscene in the dressing room, which is exactly what we needed. And you know, hopefully they can build on this for many years to come, add so many cool new things, but this is a really great start. Let's have a look at this game player that they released, and you can see that he plays for Liverpool, and that is an amazing goal. And you can see that he also unlocked a couple of perks there, which is nice, but also you can take a look at the detail in the goal net. Take a look at the way that the net is moving. A lot of people notice that it looks much more realistic than it's ever done before. It looks super realistic, and of course the graphics are just absolutely unbelievable right here. I do like this camera angle as well, but of course this whole new perk system, which I've talked about before, you can get so many perks, and that's gonna be upgrading everything. For example, defensive, attacking, passing abilities for all teammates. It's really gonna be helping. There's so many different perks as well. One I've talked about before is the leadership perk, where you have the chance to actually becoming a captain. But if you want to read all about these perks, I will leave a link to EA's website down below, and you can go through every single one. But there are just so many like experience points, perks, attributes, everything, which yeah, it's not gonna make this game mode boring at all. This is exactly what this game mode needed. They also talk more about the dressing room atmosphere. We've added dressing room cinematic sequences at the end of the match in player career. They reflect your team's and your players' latest performance, from celebrating trophy wins to dramatic loss in a derby. So it's not always gonna be you know, amazing scenes. Sometimes there's gonna be, you know, after losses you're gonna be you know, down and, you know, sad after the matches. One of my favorite sequences has to be the one where a player snatches the man of the match award while the team loses the match, putting your player in the awkward situation of trying to hide his trophy from his teammates. So that is a bit of a weird one. You win yourself a man of the match award. You're sitting there in the dressing room. You are maybe a bit happy that you won it, but at the same time your team has lost the game, so you're trying to hide that trophy from your teammates. So I'm looking forward to see all of these brand new cutscenes. As I said, this is exactly what we have needed in this game mode to make it more fresh, and you know, this is just a start. I think that they're gonna keep improving this every single year now, and we have to be really excited about this, because yeah, I did not expect, as I said before, anything to be done to this game mode ever again. So anything that has been added, I'm just super happy about, but this, I have to say, looks really nice. They've also refreshed the transfer negotiation cinematic sequences to provide a more vivid experience as you try to get the best deal possible out of a negotiation. We've also added the ability to start or stop scouting a player from the transfer hub. Expanded stories. One of our goals for FIFA 22 is to better celebrate achievements and career milestones. So this is amazing. News items that are focused on your stats and accomplishments will trigger when any of these events happen. So whenever one of these things happen, you're going to be seeing that in the news tab about your own player. When you reach 50, 100, 150, 200 or 250 matches played or won as a manager or player, they're going to be seeing some amazing cutscenes. Of course, maybe the commentator as well are going to be saying a few things about that in game. When you win the Manager of the Month award, when a youth player from your squad has a standout debut season, when you as a player have a standout debut season, when you as a player or a player from your squad wins the Golden Boot award. So there's some brand new content as well with the Golden Boot. That is amazing to hear. Hopefully they have the proper trophy and everything for that in place. But when your player becomes the clean sheets or assist leader in the league, when you or one of your players' goal projection is about to break a competition's goal record, and when you or they finally succeed in doing so. So there's a lot of amazing things like this added on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Stadia. These accomplishments aren't just celebrated in the news. We've also added pre-match intro sequences in which the commentator team will pick up on what you have achieved. New cinematics such as new team warm-up sequences, locker room cutscenes, team expecting the pitch, as well as the groundskeeper making last-minute preparations will build up the tension for important matches ahead. If your team is underperforming in an important match, you might even see the crowd leaving early. Small details like this is what I've also talked about before. This is amazing, and once again, to the people that are still using old gen, yes, some of these features are not going to be on that console, well. Of course, you have to understand that they're focusing on next gen and, you know, PS5, everything moving forward. So some of these are gonna be exclusive to that. I'm not too sure about the locker room cutscenes and stuff, if that is even gonna be on old gen. Hopefully it is. I think most of them will be, but some things obviously will be exclusive to next gen. So that is just how it is. But I'm sure that even on old gen, this is gonna be a very great year for career mode with so many new things added. But this sounds really interesting. We've added a new reveal cinematic when you get a new managerial job, and we've also updated transfer announcements news to take place at the stadium, not just the press room. That is amazing. Your player career's journey will be picked up by the commentator team with banter around transfer or loan moves, your debut, or when you're solidifying your place in the starting 11. We improve the quality of screenshots taken from match in the news you receive when you return to the hub in order to make the stories more specific to your match experience. Last but not least, we refresh the goal news from elsewhere commentary in English, with former England and Arsenal women's player Alex Scott providing minute-by-minute updates to matches that are played simultaneously. We're using the latest technology to make sure that transitions between the commentary team and Alex Scott sound as natural as possible. So many updated cutscenes, so many updated news stories, and even commentator things as well. I'm really looking forward to try and play this myself. This sounds really amazing, and yeah, I'm getting so excited about this. I cannot wait to get started with career mode this year. This is also really interesting. Dynamic tifos. We previously had to rely on existing players' art in fan tifos, but that is now a thing of the past. In FIFA 22, if a player becomes one of the top rated players in the team, or if they have a long tenure at the club, they can be used in player tifos displayed by fans ahead of an important match, and that means by any player, including all of the generated ones. So that is amazing news. As I said before, they only had to use, like, for example, players that had played before or something that they had to create before the game came out, but now actually they're gonna be updating tifos during the career mode. So let's just say someone from your team has done really well, if it's one of the generic players or something that you got when you started Create the Club. One of those players might be having themselves a tifo. You might also be having yourself a tifo before the game that the fans have made, which is just super amazing news. I cannot wait to see more than that, but obviously that makes it feel really good if the fans have got a tifo of you before the game has started. So I'm really excited to see a lot more about this. Whether you want to be a manager or player, we know that you're passionate about authenticity, so we'll keep holding the bar high with the inclusion of the Europa Conference League as well as other additions which will be announced at a later date. We really appreciate your passion for career mode. That is what they said at the end of this deep dive, which I've gone through now, and of course, yeah, that is amazing. I've talked about this before as well, that the Conference League is going to be added. That has also now been confirmed. So pretty much everything I've said before from the leagues have been confirmed as well in this article, which is amazing. And of course, it's going to be even more things as well added soon, which I'm just super excited to see more about. But I mean, so far what we have seen, it is just incredible. Some of the things from the trailer as well looks really promising. So please let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this? Let me know your favorite thing from this video. Is it the pre-match cutscenes? Is it the dressing room cutscenes? Is it the new perk system? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below to have a chance to win a FIFA 22 yourself. But that is it for me today. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I'm really excited about this, and I'll keep you updated with more news that come out any single day now. So make sure to be subscribed and turn on notifications so you never miss anything. But that is it for now. Thank you guys once again for the amazing support. I'm really excited about FIFA this year, so I'll see you soon again with a brand new video. Peace out.